Becca here, and today's video is going to be how I was kind of, sort of, maybe slick, a klepto in high school. If you'd like to hear the second installment of my Storytime series, then please stay tuned. And also, don't forget to like this video, thumbs it up, if you guys want to hear more. Of course, this is, I told you, I'm doing Storytime Sundays. This is something new on my channel. So go ahead and subscribe, and also turn on those post notifications so that you don't ever miss a Storytime Sunday in your life. Well, as long as you're subscribed to my channel, I should say. Alright, so let's get into so the first thing that I ever kind of took without paying was this cute little guest ring. I can't remember where we were. I was with my parents. We were probably on vacation at like some outlet mall or something like that. Sorry, I'm just watching the people go by. But yeah, we were in this store and I saw this cute little silver guest ring. It was in the shape of a buckle, and I was like, oh, this is really cute. So I just kind of took it and put it in my pocket. Yeah, so that was the first thing. But I feel like I might have been in middle school, so that was just, you know, that was low-key like beginner amateur stuff. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that was the first thing I took. Then I remember going on vacation with one of my best friends, and her dad and her sister. We went down to Destin, Florida, and we went to the Polo store. And I feel like we were maybe in high school at this point as well. Maybe this was like the summer before our 10th grade year, or the summer before our 11th grade year. Y'all know I'm bad with details. But anyway, we were down there in Destin. We went to one of the outlets, and we went in the Polo store. So I was, you know, doing my thing, you know, I had grabbed some stuff or whatever, and y'all, I had my best friend's little sister. It's not funny. I had my best friend's little sister like in on it too. Like I had her legit like being my little side person, my little wingman, so to speak. So yeah, that was that. But then I really got into it my senior year of high school. So the first time I was in this store, and let me just back up, give you guys a little background, because in Atlanta we had a Rich's department store and we had a Macy's department store, and then they eventually combined, and then eventually it's just Macy's as we know it now. But there used to be a Rich's and there used to be a Macy's. So the first time that I ever did it, I think it was my senior year. I don't think it was my junior year. But our basketball team was going to the state championship, and we were going somewhere down in South Georgia to go and support them. And my school colors are like blue and yellow. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go find me like this cute shirt and, you know, be all in my school spirit and stuff like that. Now, mind you, I was in the band, so I had school stuff already, school color stuff already that I could have worn. I just didn't want to. So I took it upon myself to go to Rich's at this time, and I went down to Shannon Mall, which is in Union City. That mall is long gone, but I went down to Shannon Mall, and I was into boys clothes at this time. So I went to the men's department and I went to the polo section, and yeah, I found me some cute little shirts, you know what I'm saying, some blue and yellow shirts. I remember this one striped shirt. It was so cute, y'all. As cute as a boy shirt could be, right? But my thing was to find stuff that didn't have like the sensors on it. And even before this, let me back it up some more. So even before this, I would go to like South Lake Mall and get me some stuff. Y'all, like at South Lake one time, I found this badass jabot, y'all. Because jabot back in the day, I was in high school in like the late 90s, early 2000s. So I found me like this cute jean jabot jumpsuit, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was thugging it out in my little fitted jabot jumpsuit with some Timbs and stuff. Y'all, I used to take everything. I used to take shoes, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, I had done some stuff at South Lake Mall in that department store, in that I think that was Macy's. Then I had done some stuff in Rich's at Greenbrier, because that's just, Greenbrier is like kind of in the hood, so they're not really like on it like that, so to speak. But y'all, I'm just watching people pull up and pull up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting distracted. Hold on, y'all. Alright, anyway. So yeah, I had been doing it at other malls. So I decided to, and I think I was supposed to be in school at this point, but I just had skipped school to drive all the way to Union City. And that was probably like a 20-25 minute ride from where my school was located. So anyway, y'all, the thing was, like I said, to find items that didn't have the little sensors on them, because you could just, and I would go in with a bubble coat and I would just stuff stuff inside my bubble coat, because it was a big bubble coat. I was slender, you know what I'm saying? So it just looked like I was just swole or something with my bubble coat on. So yeah, so what messed me up, well, I shouldn't have been doing this in the first place, but what really messed me up is, y'all, that blue and yellow striped shirt that I really wanted. Like, I should have just let that shirt go. I should have just been like, this shirt is not in the cards for me. But that's not what was going through my mind at the time. My mind was like, there's nobody working. The registers are empty. I can just go behind the register, grab one of those little gun thingies, and just pull the sensor off the shirt. So that's what I did. And I continued to just go around the store and get whatever I wanted. So I had all the items that I wanted at that time, and I proceeded to head out the door from which I came. As soon as my hand hit that door handle, I felt somebody grabbing my arm. I looked back, and the security man came, and he said, "Ma'am, please come with me." I was like, my heart dropped, y'all. My heart dropped into my stomach. I was like, oh man, I'm going to jail. I'm not going to graduate. I'm not going to college. My parents are going to kill me. But it was all good. So yeah, they let me go. I think they said I had to call my parents, but when I gave them a fake number or something like that, but they didn't end up calling the police. They just took me back to loss prevention. I had to sit in a room, and then they just were talking to me, and I was giving them this sob story about, oh, I'm a senior in high school. Please don't call the police. I want to graduate. I've never done anything like this before. I was just trying to find something to wear, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, it worked. So I got to go home. I didn't have any of my clothes, but that's okay because I had my freedom. So let's fast forward to, okay. Y'all gotta wait. So let's fast forward to, so this had to be in the fall of my senior year. Yeah, I'm thinking this was the fall of my senior year. Let's fast forward to the spring of my senior year. So the last half of my senior year. I was cutting school all the time at this point because I was in joint enrollment with the local community college. So on certain days of the week, we left campus, our school campus, our high school campus at like around lunchtime, and then went over to the college campus to do our classes. But we were basically done with high school at a certain point in the day, like every day of the week. Even if we still didn't have to go to the college campus, if that makes sense. So I had free time, and free time is idle time, and you know, idle time is like the devil's playground, or you know, they say like an idle mind is the devil's playground. So this particular time, I remember it was April. It was somewhere around April, because I had enlisted 2 other friends to come with me up to Cumberland Mall to go to that Macy's. And one of my friends, she was gearing up for her birthday. You know, she was fly. She had to go and get her some shoes. She had a Coogi dress, and she needed some matching shoes, strappy sandals to wear with her Coogi dress. So I was like, y'all, let's roll up to Cumberland or whatever. I don't think they knew what I had in mind, but they just wanted to go to the mall to do some shopping. So we in Macy's, we're in the juniors department, and y'all, here I go at it again. And I think from the time I got caught the first time up until this point, I was just kind of chilling. I wasn't doing anything. I hadn't done anything. I was just kind of laid back, chilling. But this time, I was like, all right, we're going to try it again. So here I am in Macy's this time at a different mall, grabbing stuff, trying to go at it. Found me some pieces, right, that I really, really liked. Was stuffing them. I think we had gone to some other stores before that because my friend did find her shoes, and then I think I might have bought something too. I don't know, just so I could have a bag. I really don't remember. But if I didn't have a bag, then I had my bubble coat, and then my bubble coat was how I did the do. So I'm finding stuff, and yeah, we get rolled up on again, walked up on I should say, but we're in the store, like going down the escalator because we were upstairs. Now we're going down the escalator to leave the store, and loss prevention catches up with me again. And I think my friends might have had something too at this point, but I don't remember if I influenced them or not. But anyway, so we all get taken back to loss prevention. This time they put me in handcuffs. They had handcuffed me to like the little, they had like little handlebars almost on the little seats inside the loss prevention office. So they were like, all right, we need to talk to your parents. So this time they weren't letting me go until they talked to my parents. And so I called my mom, or no, I called my dad because my mom was actually in South Carolina because my grandma at the time was in the hospital. Yeah. So I called my dad because my dad was retired at this point. And, you know, they told him what was going on. So, yeah, they released us because we talked to, they got to talk to our parents. Again, the sob story about we're in high school, we're about to graduate, we've been accepted to college at this point, we're good students, straight A's, we're doing joint enrollment over at the college. Like, we just made a mistake. We weren't thinking. So they talked to the parents. Parents were livid. Parents were pissed off. Parents were mad, of course. So when I got home, I got it. And then when I talked to my mom on the phone later that night, she was like, how you gonna be stealing? And I'm up here with your grandma in the hospital, and I'm already stressed out about this. And then I get a phone call about you stealing. That don't make no sense. I was like, yeah, you right, Mom. Why you just you working? You got money. Like, what's the problem? Why are you stealing? And that's the thing. Like, my parents weren't the type of parents that would give me anything just off the fly in that point in my life. I mean, you know, I didn't want for anything, but anything extra that I wanted, I had to provide for myself. But I had a job at this point. I was working at a grocery store, or I had been working at a grocery store. And then the summer program that I was in, I also got stipends. And so it's not like I had bills at that point. I didn't have a car note. I didn't have car insurance because that was stuff that my parents handled for me. So I had money to blow on clothes if I wanted to. I think what it was for me is just, I'm gonna check my time because I gotta go meet my neighbor in a minute. I think what it was for me is just the thrill of it, like the thrill of doing it for so long up until this point and not getting caught. Y'all, even when I went out of town, when I went to visit my family in Greenville, I went into Shoe Carnival. Still have them, shoe carnivals in the metro Atlanta area. I went into shoe carnivals, y'all, and I'm pulling shoes out of the boxes and stuffing them in my bubble. Y'all, I had it's not funny because I look back on it and I'm like, man, I could have really messed up in high school. Like, if these people didn't give me like the benefit of the doubt and give me a chance to, like, oh, you're a good kid, like, give me a chance to explain myself, I could have been clink, you know what I'm saying, ×2. And my dumb butt just go back and try it again. But I promise y'all, what stopped me from doing it a third time was, it had to be the Holy Spirit. And it's not like I was like all this religious and spiritual in high school. I mean, of course, I went to church and stuff like that. I knew about the Lord. I knew right from wrong. But I promise y'all, I heard the Holy Spirit say to me, Rebecca, if you do this a third time, your butt going to jail, basically. So after that, I let that ish go, because I was like, this is not worth me actually being locked up and now having a record off some dumb ish. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, let me tell you, from, I'm pretty sure I started probably in 11th grade. Just, you know, dibbing and dabbing, like for real. Like once I kind of got past those two initial experiences I was telling y'all about, and then I started like seeing and being strategic about, all right, I can go here, I can go here. And it was always the name brand stuff that I wanted. Maybe that's what it was. My parents weren't about that name brand life, but I was, because the high school that I went to, it was like known as the Sadidi High School in the district. So, you know, people was coming to school laced with polo, jabot, at this time FUBU, what else, Cool G, you know, Nike, all that, like everything, y'all. And I was into boy clothes. It's so funny. Like, I held on to this stuff for the longest. I remember going to the boy section and stealing like polo boy outfits with the nice little solid polo shirt and then the plaid polo short that go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I was just doing too much. I was doing too much. But God is good, y'all. Let me tell you, because I came up out of that time in my life like unbothered. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. So, yeah. That's my story time about how I used to be a klepto, y'all. So, for any of y'all kleptos out there, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, but no, for real, y'all. Thank you for hanging with me during this story time. Once again, I enjoyed going down memory lane. Thumbs up this video, you guys, if you like to have more story times. But even if y'all don't thumbs up, even if y'all don't thumbs it up, guess what? Your girl's still gonna be doing these story times, okay? Because it's fun. But anyway, y'all, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye. We're like looking and seeing like the aftermath or whatever, like in my drawers or whatever. You're like, yeah, he broke that barrier. And then my friend was just looking at me like I did it in my mama's bed. Yes.